Hi guys, I'm Sneha and you are watching my channel Book Junction. Welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to recommend you some audiobooks that are based on Afghanistan, and owing to the circumstances, I'm sure a lot of you guys would be interested in making yourself aware. In fact, I received a couple of messages on Instagram where you guys were asking me to make a video where I recommend you such books, and I think these 5 books will help you so much in understanding Afghanistan's history, culture and political landscape. And I think listening to audiobooks on Storytel is a great way to consume more books in a limited budget, because you can listen to unlimited books on Storytel where you only pay rupees 299 every month for their subscription, which is, I think, amazing. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you would know that I listen to an audiobook in the night. I sometimes share my read on my Instagram stories. So I love listening to a book in the night, and on the Storytel app you can put on a sleep timer and not worry about dozing off and your battery draining out. So to get your subscription of Storytel, click on the link in the description box. So the first audiobook that I want to recommend is The Afghan Wars: History in an Hour by Rupert Coley. And the reason why I'm recommending this book is because the duration of this audiobook is around 1 hour 26 minutes, and if you increase the speed to 1.1 or 1.2, within an hour you will be able to finish this book. I think I finished this book in the kitchen while I was cooking, and usually I increase the speed of my audiobook to 1.5. So I think that was amazing, because I didn't even realize when I finished the book, and I got to know so much within an hour while I was doing a household chore. And that's why audiobooks are just so easy and accessible. Now this book contains everything that you need to know about the Afghan wars, because it starts from the very beginning. It tells you why all these countries were interested in Afghanistan in the very first place, and you get to know exactly from where all of this chaos began. And within an hour you will get to know who the Mujahideens are, who the Talibans are, and so much more. So if you are interested in knowing that from where Taliban emerged and their ideology, if you want to know more about the Mujahideens, then this book is for you, because it will just let you know everything within an hour without reading multiple books in a very condensed form. And I found it very interesting. Plus the narrator has done an amazing job. His voice is very composed but very strong, and it just makes it an even amazing experience to listen to this book. In my mind, I always had this question that why can't peace prevail in Afghanistan, and I just had this ongoing question. But after listening to this book, I finally understand, and it basically tells you why it is so freaking hard to bring peace there, because there are so many complexities, and it's just an amazing experience to listen to this book, and I highly recommend it. My next recommendation is We Are Afghan Women: Voices of Hope. Now, when it comes to women of Afghanistan, I think a lot of us have been reading a lot of terrifying articles and news in the past couple of weeks, and it was really unnerving. And I think that's why it's even more important to make ourselves aware, because what it takes for a woman of Afghanistan to come out and become something, I think it's just absolutely brave and courageous of them, but it's also very scary. So that's why I think this book becomes even more important. Now this is not an audiobook, but it's an ebook on their platform. We all know that Afghanistan is one of the most dangerous places for women, especially during wars, and right now I don't even have enough words to articulate what I feel, but I think it's very disturbing to know that there is a place where women are treated like that. And I think that's why it's even more interesting to read about women who achieve so much even in such dire circumstances. Like in this book, you will get to read about women who have become journalists and who have gotten their education through some really terrible circumstances. And when we look at those women, like we read about some Afghan journalist who is going through a very terrible time right now, because you know the Taliban is against that person. So for us, she is just a journalist, but for that person it is like years of trauma, years of terror and relentless courage. So this book captures all of that. Especially when it comes to girls' education, there are so many women in Afghanistan who have been taking these underground schools and classes for girls so that they can get educated, they can become literate. And I think that is super courageous, and I really don't know what's happening there right now, but we really need to read about these women who have done so much. So I think it's even more important for us to know how these women became doctors, lawyers, journalists, business owners, and they achieved so much even when they were in such dire circumstances. I think we not only need to read about them, but we also need to make other people aware. So that's why this book is super important and I highly recommend it. My next recommendation is The Story of My Life, An Afghan Girl on the Other Side of the Sky by Farah Ahmadi. Now this is her own story, it's her personal story where she shares her journey from Afghanistan to America. So her girlhood was spent in Afghanistan, where gunshots and bombing and violence was a regular thing. That's how she was shaped as a person, as a girl in Afghanistan. And of course it was full of terror and it was just absolutely terrible. She lost so much in Afghanistan and even escaped death herself. Then she went into living in refugee camps and ultimately she went to America. This book clearly makes you understand what it feels like to be a woman living in refugee camps, because so many times we see all these pictures, images surface on internet where we see them refugees in their camps, and of course it just makes us feel terrible, but we don't understand the weight of it, what it actually feels like to be there. So while I was listening to it, it definitely made me feel very uncomfortable, and I think that's the whole point, because it's very important for people in privileged positions to understand what it feels like to be living in such circumstances. Only then maybe they will go out and do something for them, like we can just hope. So yes, I think this book taught me a lot. It taught me that no matter what your circumstances are, a human being is just so strong, and the endurance that one will show in such circumstances is just very unpredictable, but is also so brave and courageous. My next recommendation is The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini, and the author has narrated the book himself. I think that is so amazing. Now I already read the book previously, like I have the paperback and I've made multiple videos where I've recommended his books, but especially the audiobook, like I listened to the audiobook recently, and oh my god, listening it from the author himself was just such a surreal experience. So Kite Runner is the story of two young boys, Amir and Hassan. Amir is a Pashtun and Hassan is a Hazara boy. So in the first part of the book we get to read about Amir and Hassan's friendship and their bond, all the things that they do together, the kite fighting and the kite fighting competition, all of that. And eventually some really bad tragic things happen, because of which there is a rift between the two, and Amir doesn't want Hassan to be around him. He thinks that if Hassan is not in his life, then it will be the best for him and of course the both of them. So all of that happens. Plus this book also covers social topics like casteism and classism and so many more things. So that is there, and also there's like a lot of their family history and family complexities. And then the story continues and we get to see that war has begun in Afghanistan, and now they have to leave the country as soon as possible in order to live a good life. So they leave Afghanistan and it's of course terrible, and after a lot of years Amir comes back to Afghanistan, to his place, and honestly that part is just so heartbreaking. So that happens and eventually he gets the redemption that he was looking for, and I think the story is absolutely stunning. Of course it's a fiction book, it's not non-fiction, it's not a real life story, but we all know that it could be someone's real life story as well, even though it's fiction. But we know that there are so many Amirs and Hassans out there in Afghanistan right now, and Khaled Hosseini's writing is absolutely exquisite. It's so beautiful, and the way he captures emotions and feelings, it's like you are watching a movie. You can feel everything, it's like you're right there. Plus when he himself narrates the book, I think it's the most amazing feeling. So definitely pick this audiobook if you haven't already. And lastly, I want to recommend A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini. I think this book is so important for everyone because it captures Afghanistan as it is, and it tells you stories of two women who go through so much together. Of course, this is also a fiction book, but we know that there are so many Mariams and Lailas out there in Afghanistan living a life like this. So this book is about two women, Mariam and Laila, and the best part about this book is that you go through different timelines, and by the end of the book it feels like you have lived so many lives. It feels like you have actually lived with Mariam and Laila, and you have seen all of that happening with them. So it's just a very weird feeling. Like after finishing the book, you will feel like you are in a very weird time frame. You don't even have any idea what's going on in your real world, because that's how involved you will get. So the story begins with Mariam's childhood. We get to read about her struggles in her childhood and how she was wedded to this really old man, and of course it's not a good marriage, but it is something. At least she is not alone in this world. Well, in her eyes it was the least she could get, and honestly it was heartbreaking to read about that part. So now Mariam is living with her really old husband in this neighborhood where Laila is like their neighbor, and Laila is like a kid to Mariam. So eventually we also get to read about Laila's life and how her life turns into a very bad nightmare. That's what I want to call it. So eventually Mariam and Laila land together, and their life comes into this intersection of a lot of pain, violence and suffering, but they become each other's confidant, they become each other's friend, and there is this beautiful relationship, almost like a mother-daughter relationship between Mariam and Laila, which is so endearing to read. And all the sufferings, all the things that they go through together, I think A Thousand Splendid Suns is definitely one of the greatest novels out there, and everyone should read it or listen to it because it definitely deserves your time. So yes, these were all the 5 books that I wanted to recommend to you guys if you want to know more about Afghanistan and make yourself aware. I think these 5 books are enough for you right now, because you know you will get to learn a lot about the Afghan wars from the first book that I recommended. You will get to learn about all the sufferings that the women from there go through and how they become their amazing selves. And the last 2 fiction books that I recommended is enough for you to understand their culture, their traditions and just so much more. So I really hope that you all enjoyed this video and found it valuable. If you did, then definitely let me know in the comment section. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button as well for all the future updates, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye.